Did you know pretty much anything can be Christmassy if you look at it the right way? Yep, I was right.
Hey there, it's Carrie at Ink Killer Revival, and I'm excited today. I have some fun alternative ideas to share with you. Remember to hit the thumbs up if you like what you see here. And subscribe to my channel so you get a reminder each Monday morning when a new tutorial comes out. So first off, I've got 2 quick coloring alternatives for you because December is busy. And secondly, I'm dreaming of 50 alternative Christmas prompts. You can get all 50 of them on this printable list over at my blog. It's linked in the description below. But stick around to the end because I have another fun freebie for you. Okay, let's get making one of these prompts right now. I'm dreaming of a succulent Christmas. First off, I'm going to share these coloring techniques with you. I have some succulent and cactus images to color, and I'm going to do it with just 2 distressing cubes. I've decided to work on my Bristol paper. It's very slick and smooth, so as I'm putting the ink pad direct to paper, the ink just sits on top of the paper. And I'm coming back with my blending tool and smoothing it around. This is like frosting sugar cookies with glaze. I love doing that. It is just so satisfying, so delicious, but such an unhealthy hobby. I dropped that and I'll just blend on Bristol paper instead. You can see how convenient this silicone mat is that I'm working on top of. It grips my paper for me so that the paper doesn't move, and I also am not sticking my fingers in the ink. Let's take this coloring technique up a notch from smearing ink. Distress ink is reactive to water, so we're going to use that to our advantage here as I'm spreading droplets of water all around these sheets. Now I just wait and give that water time to react with the ink. The longer the water sits there, the more ink will lift. So I come in with a paper towel, and you can see how much of that ink lifted off. It's almost white below. Actually a little more than I wanted. But I'll just blend a little more ink over that to fix it. The second coloring technique is pretty much the opposite of what we just did. We're going to splatter ink down on the paper instead. So I'm taking my ink cubes and just pressing them against an acrylic block. I'm saturating my brush, loading it up with plenty of water, and then picking up that ink and spreading it around. Now you can use different size paintbrushes to create different size splatters. You can also use a variety of different application methods. You can just shake your brush, you could tap your brush, or you can just swipe the ink right off the acrylic block onto the paper. All of those are going to create different splatter patterns and sizes. My walls even got some nice splatter patterns, but it clean dried up. I love how these papers turned out, and my coloring is completely done for me. I just get to come in here with my succulent and my cactus stamps and the pots, and they're beautifully, beautifully colored. Probably better than I could watercolor anyways. Since I don't have coordinating dies for these, I'm just fussy cutting. In fact, the fussy cutting might end up looking best anyways with the ink splatters everywhere. But if you have coordinating dies, I'd still go for them. You can see I've left myself a little bit of space below each cactus that I don't cut off, and that's to leave room to glue it to the pot. It's time for that second printable I promised. It's a whole lot of succulent and cactus puns. I love puns. How about you? And these ones are sized just right to cut out as gift tags. Go get them downloaded after, print them out, links in the description below. I'm going for efficiency here. So you can see I've left 2 of my tags connected. So I took that sheet of 12 and I cut it down into 6 groups of 2, just like this. Now I can stick it into my MISTI and just quickly stamp the 6 instead of 12 individual tags. I want to create a tone-on-tone look with this Concord & Ninth plaid background stamp, so I'm using Simon Says Stamp Craft ink and stamping on Recollections Craft cardstock. it's assembly time. Not a school assembly. Those aren't exciting. I'm always excited to get to this point in a project though. I'm just taking my cacti and succulents in my pots and pairing them with the opposite coloring method, and just for variety. I'm coming through here with some glue and attaching them to make each a single piece. That'll just make when I add them with foam tape quicker, easier. I'm all for easier. And speaking of easy, succulents are supposed to be really easy to keep alive, right? They're just so cute, super trendy. They look great in your windowsill, so I've got some. Mostly they're gifts, but I'm always happy when I get them. They're so cute. But I cannot take care of plants. I don't know why. I do know why. I'm really bad at watering them. But I can even kill succulents. It got to the point that they looked so pitiful in my window after like a year. They hung on for a year. My husband came, took them from me, said, you can't have these anymore. And he planted them outside in our rock wall. They're doing better out there. Thank goodness. I live in Washington. I have a free watering service outside. Okay, so you saw I attached all of those with some foam tape. Pop them up, give some dimension, and now I'm coming back in with some twine for the gift tag strings. I think that looks great with the craft color. It's very earthy, natural, and it just lets the red and the green pop like crazy. Makes me so excited for Christmas. We're getting there. We made it through this year. Christmas is gonna be great. Thanks so much for hanging out here today. Remember to hop over to my blog and get that free list of 50 alternative Christmas prompts and your succulent puns. If you liked this, remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. They come out each Monday morning. Have an awesome week.